Greetings, Sahib. I've been waiting for you. I am the Swami. Please come into my humble abode. Come closer, closer. Gaze into the crystal. Ha ha! The picture grows clearer. What do you see? Shrinkage! More shrinkage!
That'll be 422.
And more shrinkage. Friends, I'm going to get right down to business. I am going to give you the inside story, an expose of the most sinister, slippery, costly force in our business. Shrinkage. Shrinkage, also known as leakage or shortage, means breakage, soilage, theft, shoplifting, carelessness of many kinds, wrong count, wrong ring-up. Oh, my. The list is very long, and the cost is very high. Yes, shrinkage is the source of more loss than any other single cause in our industry and the number one obstacle to our growth. Just as a doctor takes an x-ray, so too will I, through my magic powers and my prestidigitacious collection of apparatus and paraphernalia, show you the hidden places where shrinkage occurs and how the cash we should be taking in pours out and goes down the drain. Magic lamp, rub-a-dub-dub, bring me quick my flying rug. Flying rug, sail and soar, take me to friend Sweeney's store. Hi, Mr. Sweeney. How is the busy manager?
Hello, Swami. Doing nicely, thank you. Everything's great for all of us since we cut way down on that shrinkage. Hey, I'm glad you got back. I've been wanting to show you the improvement.
Okay, Brother Sweeney. If you're really ready, we'll go. I must say, the people in your store, your sales girls, your whole staff, look like they're happy as well as busy.
Well, Swami, I think they may be at that. Since we practically put a stop to shrinkage, everybody has benefited. After all, the more the store grows, the more each individual grows. More jobs, improvements, promotions, you know.
Certainly. Now, Mr. Sweeney, while I tune in my magic scope, perhaps you can tell me what your special secrets are.
My secrets? Oh, my dear Swami, it took everybody in the store all working together with me. We all licked the problem. Why, if all that shrinkage had continued, we might have shrunk ourselves right out on the street, right out of business. And that wouldn't have been a very pretty picture. On the surface of things, the store operation looked pretty good. But then there were...
Tut, Mr. Sweeney. With just a twist of this dial, my reverse Futuretron will take us back.
Reverse Futuretron?
Of course. A sort of sea-bacograph.
What do you know? That's me about a year ago. And there's Joe Adams, who runs our stockroom. You see, we asked all the people in the store what they thought could be done to stop shrinkage. Then, after talking to all of our employees and getting their suggestions and ideas, we came to the conclusion that shrinkage takes place all over the store, in every department, and mainly in 5 major ways. That's how it was in our case, at least.
You only found 5?
Oh, no, there are many more. But most of them fall into 5 major categories.
And they are?
Watch the money, watch the merchandise, watch the equipment, watch the customer, and in a different way, watch yourself. Practically every cause of shrinkage, small or large, will take place in these 5 ways.
Very interesting.
Now, first, let's watch the money. We watch it on the sales floor, in the office, and all over the store. I see you've already tuned in on the floor. Nice going, Swami. That's just how it looks today.
The Amalgamated Society of Swamis always tries to anticipate your every wish, Mr. Sweeney.
That's Mary Carlisle.
Charming.
She makes sure there's no mix-up when she rings up a sale. Mary calls out the amount the customer hands her. After placing the customer's money on the register ledge and totalizing in the approved manner, she counts the change up to the amount on the ledge, puts the money received from the customer in the drawer, closes it, and counts the change back into the customer's hand.
That's $4.72 out of $10. $4.72 and 3 is $4.75, and 25 is $5, and 5 is $10. Thank you.
And here's the shipping and receiving department. Used to be that losses from errors in figuring small freight rates and postage alone ran to hundreds of dollars each year. But now we keep the rate books handy, the postal scales where they're easy to use, and the stamps in a safe place with a careful record of their use. Likewise in the office, we promptly record all register errors and keep all cash locked away, whether it's to be used for COD, payroll, or other purposes. We follow up refunds right away and balance the books on time.
Yes, watch the money.
Watching the money boiled down really means everybody should ring it right, compute it right, record it right, safeguard it right, balance it right.
Meanwhile, back at the floor.
Yes, back at the floor, and also the stockroom, the receiving area, and other places, for a quick look at major shrinkage category number 2. Watch the merchandise. We have to protect the merchandise as well as sell it. Or you might say, protect it so we can sell it. This item somehow fell on the floor from a special sale counter. It'll have to be marked down, or if it's not found quickly, thrown away as a total loss. We found that this sort of thing can be avoided if we're alert and really watching the merchandise.
But it's not just this one sweater. Alas and alack, the losses pile up. Breakage, soilage, damage. Losses so great, even my magic equipment cannot give a true picture.
And we must also be alert to the problem of wrong ticketing. We should always make sure, is the price ticket right? Is it up to date? One mistake like this can wipe out all the work of selling 6 more pairs of curtains. You see, that special sale price was discontinued 2 days ago. The actual price should be $8.98. Inaccurate measuring or weighing just a little bit off each time can cost us a mint of money. For instance, if Jean generally gives an inch or so too much, and we sell thousands of yards a year, well, just multiply it yourself and see what it'll cost. It can be measured accurately. Not too little, not too much.
Ah, here is another nice young lady.
Yes, that's Grace Myers. Best candy sales girl we've got. And she's really doing us all a lot of good now. But it wasn't always this way. Look at Grace last year.
Miss, I only wanted 2 pounds. Oh, that's all right. It's for good measure. Is there anything else you'd like?
Ah, I see what happened. With my very mental-type brain and super calculation, it seems Grace lost more money each year than she earned.
That's right. Grace made the mistake of thinking that giving extra weight was good business. She didn't realize that the loss of the extra weight amounted to more than the profit of the entire sale. I'm sure no one would want a chunk that size taken out of their own money. But Since Grace has watched the merchandise by careful weighing, not too little, not too much, she's really on the ball, paying her way.
On the ball. That seems crystal clear to me. And now you are about to say that short shipments, unless detected, cause shrinkage. Sign here, please. 4 cartons. Actually, there were only 3 cartons delivered.
Oh, that was a big loss. Now we check the contents and the count carefully. A big part of watching the merchandise.
And this includes merchandise that accidentally gets tossed into the trash because nobody made sure the box was empty.
Stocking the counter properly is another improvement we've made. It's so simple, too. Now, when our girls stack merchandise, they put the oldest items on top, the newest ones on the bottom. This keeps the counter stock fresh and clean. Items get dog-eared, soiled, curled, or shop-worn all too soon and must be marked down or even thrown out.
Old on the top and the new on the bottom. Rather like a song, don't you think?
Yes, a song set to this music.
That's the music we all hear when we watch the merchandise.
Right. By preventing damage, checking the tickets for error, weighing and measuring, checking shipments, checking discarded boxes or cartons to make sure they are empty, and rotating the merchandise, old on the top, new on the bottom. And now, Swami, could you tune in my assistant manager, Henry Williams?
Certainly, Mr. Sweeney.
Miss Johnson, this band glass is loose. You should have had it. You see, Henry always felt a very big cause of shrinkage was poor care and lack of early attention and repair with regard to fixtures and equipment. You know, a stitch in time. So now we watch the equipment. And he's encouraged the rest of us to do the same.
Splendid!
Every year, our costs for repairing, replacing, or restoring fixtures, equipment, and supplies used to run up into thousands of dollars, not to mention the pain of injuries. But now we keep a sharp eye on the equipment we need to display the merchandise, with everybody remembering to handle fixtures with care, to watch the equipment. We usually stop damage, loss, or injury before it starts. And since supplies are, in a way, equipment, we don't waste wrapping paper, gum tape, string, and we make sure we use the right size bag.
You wrapped that up pretty neatly, Mr. Sweeney. Next point, please.
Watch the customer. You see, we all get so used to seeing customers around all the time that, well, we sort of forget to really look at them. Let's tune in Mary Carlisle again. She has some good ideas on this.
M-A-R-Y.
Ah, you've tuned her in nicely.
We think of our watch the customer rule in 2 ways. First, to see how best we can serve them, and second, to see what they do. In other words, to try to stop shoplifting before it actually happens. Most people are, of course, honest, but there are a few who are not. And there are the borderline cases. If they're not waited on promptly, or at least spoken to while they're waiting to be waited on, they may become impatient and just pick up what they want and walk out.
As for the deliberate cases, the out-and-out shoplifters, how about taking us to police headquarters, Swami, so we can see a few cases the police came across?
No sooner said than done.
They all look innocent enough, but they've all been caught with the goods. Turn on the X-ray, Charlie. From left to right now. The 2-for-1 bit. Batteries for the flashlight. Stockings in the record album. Next, the big switch. Taking low-price labels from cheaper items and sticking them on what they buy. Next, how to gain weight on a no-calorie diet. Skinny becomes fat by putting on several garments under her own clothes while she's in the dressing room. Next case. This well-dressed lady left the store in better fashion than she entered. She came in without matching hat and bag, and the handbag is crammed full of items she doesn't expect to pay for. Her defense? I didn't know the bag was loaded. In the next couple, the mother's clean, but the sweet little thing is fully equipped. F.O.B. Detroit. When this child came in, she had no pull toy. The hat and gloves aren't really hers, and neither are her panties. The storybook she's carrying was the one item Mommy did pay for. Inside, however, the book is loaded with greeting cards and handkerchiefs. All of this merchandise literally walked out of the store. The mother's defense? The poor dear, she's such an innocent child. Step down.
So, whenever we see anyone acting suspiciously like this, the best answer is prompt service and tact. A remark like this usually stops it cold.
Wouldn't you like a basket to put those things into? It'll make your shopping so much easier. Yes, please.
Thieves are, above all things, cowards, and they back down fast when handled with tactful common sense.
Well, Mr. Sweeney, this is all very interesting, but you still haven't told me what your secret really is.
Well, Swami, if you must know, the nub of the shrinkage secret is in the fifth point. Watch yourself.
Neat trick, watching yourself. The mirror counter must be very, very crowded.
Well, we don't mean it quite that way. We mean we keep ourselves alert. This is the key, the open sesame to using the powers within each and every one of us to stop shrinkage before it starts. When we're alert and businesslike in our attitudes and actions, we do our jobs better, and as a result, we automatically...
Watch the money.
Watch the merchandise.
Watch the equipment!
Watch the customer.
Watch yourself.
These things mean a better store for our customers to shop in, better for us to work in, and the personal satisfaction that comes with knowing you're doing your job well, with being part of a winning team.
Good work, Mr. Sweeney. I can see your staff has the stuff. And thanks for letting us in on your secret. Well, folks, guess we took care of shrinkage all right. Oh, well, it's all of the day's work. Praise be to all.